We sat down in front of Bedford Hall, a fine establishment in Bed-Stuy. We sat down, we kicked it. I was telling them about what I was doing. They were telling me about what they were doing. And so we said, let's help out each other. Right. The next thing I said, well, you know, you're about education. I know some people, the Paul Robeson School, that are about education, led by my brother Rodney Dees. So I said, come on out on a Saturday morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, after working all week, some people get up early Saturday morning to take care of business. So they came. Next thing you know, we put things together. Family and friends entertainment, engagement. Entertainment, my bad, I'm sorry. It's all new, it's all coming together. Paul Robeson School, 14 and 15-year-old summer youth employees, getting paid, but at the same time, learning, like Jenny says, to be passionate about life. Not just to try to have a 9 to 5. Even at the age of 14, we're trying to instill that in you. So that you'll have a career, so that you can do for self, like my brother who was talking about his passion for making films, keeping it real. We all have a spiritual foundation, so I was not surprised that Paul Robeson is in this church, right? And the fact that the summer youth met in a church. Right? See how things come together. So I first was introduced to Cheryl to try to promote the Universal Hip Hop Parade. I needed help. Right. Trying to get help from the councilman, it's not working out. So another person came and connected us. Amen. And so now we're here tonight. We have different organizations, all of them small, struggling, but collaborating so that we can all get stronger, all make for a better community. I'll end on this point right here. Like I said, I was meeting with Cheryl about the Universal Hip Hop Parade. Over 15 years ago, I had this thought about the need for the black community in particular. There was less gentrification there 15 years ago. To take control of their community, to honor the legacy of Marcus Garvey, but also to recognize that hip-hop culture is multicultural, but is rooted in the African experience. And so we said, what will we do? Marcus Garvey used to have parades in Harlem. We said, why not have a parade right here in Bed-Stuy? I worked with Sonny Carson to change the name of Sumner Avenue to Marcus Garvey Boulevard. Wow. After we changed Reed Avenue to Malcolm X Boulevard, I remember talking to Sonny, I was like, how are we gonna have a Malcolm X Boulevard, we don't have a Marcus Garvey Boulevard? Garvey was first. He laughed and said, yeah. So next thing you know, we worked and we made it happen. Long story short, as far as we know, Marcus Garvey Boulevard in Bed-Stuy is the only street named after that great man in this particular country. If anybody has been to any other city and knows of any other Marcus Garvey street, avenue, boulevard, please share that with me. But we would like to stop saying that if it's not true. The parade is this Saturday. It starts by Von King Park, between Marcy and Tompkins on Lafayette, goes up Lafayette, past 57 school. No, it doesn't go that far. It stops at Garvey and turns down Marcus Garvey. The school would be 2 more blocks up. We go all the way down Marcus Garvey to Fulton Street. Then we come back down Fulton Street, past the Restoration, past Nostrand, and we end at Bedford. So it's a good look within the heart of Bed-Stuy, like we used to say back in the day. Anyone can be in the parade, there's no registration fee. It's about organizations showing their colors, having their banners, letting people know what they're about. We take a broad definition of hip-hop, but in honor of Marcus Garvey, it's a social justice parade. And that's how organizations can get in, whether they're about affordable housing, voter registration, Black Lives Matter, whatever. Yeah, I sweat a lot. Thank you, my brother. But on the hip-hop side, we're gonna have some live performances. We're gonna have a lot of classic cars and some surprises. So I encourage y'all to come out, be in the parade, or watch it as it passes by. It doesn't start till 4 o'clock. And so if you're on Fulton Street, it probably won't get to Fulton Street till about 5 o'clock. Come on out, support the Universal Hip Hop Parade for social justice, support the Paul Robeson School, support Network, know everybody in this room, because the only way our community will continue to rise is if we network together, support each other, put our resources together, and to have passion, as was said earlier, and commitment to whatever you believe. And I'll end by saying, the very first year we had the Universal Hip Hop Parade, I went to Community Board 3. They voted 44-1 that we should not have it.
Right, I remember that.
The fact of the matter is, it's not their decision to make. We only went there out of respect. So we just went ahead and did it anyhow, and it's been growing ever since. Vote for what you want.